Oh, English muffins are good.
They just said don't call it an English muffin. Oh, actually, I thought that was a garbage bin. I'm an American. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is your favorite couple from the Midwest. And today we're going to be checking out Visiting England, the don'ts of visiting England, which is an interesting title. Anyway, it's from Walter's World. I think we've done a couple videos of his.
I don't remember.
I love his channel because he just kind of goes around everywhere and just really goes into depth. Honestly, he's like what I would like to maybe someday do.
Aspire to be.
Well, it's just that idea, like I want to travel and like implement whatever. Anyway, as you guys probably know by now, we are planning on coming to you guys in the UK June 1st, but we're only going to be seeing 2 weeks. And while we have had so many suggestions
where to go,
what to do,
what to see,
I haven't had too many don'ts. I'm just interested to see like what he says.
Yeah.
Since he, as an American, went over there, he probably had more time, whatever. But he made this video, and it just kind of caught my eye. Also, guys, you can comment down below what your don'ts are.
Exactly.
Even though you live there and you visit it every day. Anyway, guys, before we get in this video, please like, share, subscribe if you like us and you like the channel and like the content that we're doing. Other than that, let's just get right into it and check it out.
Today, we are back in England for the things you don't want to do when you come to England. Now, the first don't I have for you is don't worry if you don't understand the English. You may have spoken English, or you thought you spoke English, since birth. You may think you're a native speaker, but don't be surprised if sometimes you might not understand people here in England because they do have various accents, but also some of the colloquialisms and sayings and phrases they do use here sometimes can throw you off thinking, oh wait, is he trying to be mean to me or is that...
I think I know most of these, although I don't understand Bob's your uncle. I've heard of it. I don't know what it means.
I forget what minging and gobsmacked is. And leg it. I haven't heard of those. I think I've seen all the other ones. You know, I do forget what Bob's your uncle. So it's one of those like I've heard most of them, but I forget what they are.
Yeah.
You know, and the humor here can be very different. So don't worry if you don't understand the English. The second don't be scared of the food. Now, don't expect to have a culinary masterpiece every day here, but don't be scared to try the food. I know a lot of people talk about England and it's kind of like, oh, there's cool sights in the countryside, da-da-da, but the food, oh my God. Look, I've been coming to England for about 20 years now, and I actually have seen the food getting better. There's tons of international food, there's tons of different restaurants throughout the country, but the thing is, the
food's getting better. International food. Oh no.
No, I don't get why it has. Someone did mention something like the war and they were like really limited on food or something. But like to have such a reputation like the food's bad.
I know, I've heard that.
It's like why? It looks good every time. I see, well, haggis.
Or blood pudding.
Blood pudding, yeah. Those are gross. But for the most part, every time I see an English dish, it's like, oh, that looks delicious.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the traditional English food can be pretty fun. If you go to a pub and you have, you know, your steak and kidney pie or your shepherd's pie, or you go for a Sunday roast. I mean, it's Sunday tomorrow, and I'm kind of excited to hit the pub to have a Sunday roast with Yorkshire pudding.
English muffins
You'll be
good.
They just said don't call it an English muffin.
A crumpet?
Yeah, I think a crumpet's a sweet.
That's what I thought a crumpet was, but that looks like an English
Sunday
muffin.
tomorrow, and I'm kind of excited to hit the pub to have a Sunday roast with Yorkshire pudding. You'll be surprised that you might actually like the food here, so don't be scared about the food, okay? It can work out just fine. Now, the third don't I have for you is don't just stay in hotels. One of the quintessential parts of coming to England and driving around England and going through England is to stay in the B&Bs, the bed and breakfasts.
That's what we're planning.
Because they have a whole network of B&Bs throughout the countries, in big city, in small towns, in villages out in the countryside. And it really is a quintessential part of visiting England. Because what's cool is you're staying with a family and they're going to talk to you. They're going to give you the tourist information. They're going to give you the stories, the history. You're in their home and you see, wow, so this is how English people live. This is how things are, and it gives you this cool idea. And that's one thing I really want to say is, look, you're not staying at Ibis all the time, okay? Go stay in a B&B so you can really get a feel of the place. And one of the really best parts, if you're going to some of these smaller towns and stuff like that, stay in the B&Bs. Sometimes your only option, but it's definitely the best option when you're here. And also, to tie it in with the second thing about the food, usually you get a full English breakfast with.
Yeah, that's a full English breakfast.
It's not too bad.
with it, with the the black sausage, and the bangers, the normal sausage, and the beans, and the toast, and the eggs, and the fried tomatoes, and mushrooms, and all those things. It just feels like a really special experience. Now, the fourth don't we have is don't be scared to drive. I know they drive on the left-hand side of the road here,
good.
which can be a little confusing or off-putting for travelers when they come here. But the thing is, public transport is really kind of expensive here. Taking the train throughout the country, oh my God, it is expensive. So you're going to want to rent a car because you can get to all these little tiny villages and see the stately homes and that Downton Abbey stuff you want to see. You can go and see those things with your own car. So don't be afraid to rent a car here. However,
that's like probably my biggest thing is afraid of renting a car there.
I think we can do it.
I think we're going
Especially if we can rent an automatic car, just one step easier that way.
Well, I think we're going to do, we still don't have our itinerary up yet, but I think we'll probably do at least a few days of driving. We're going to obviously use some public transport, especially while we're in London.
Mm-hmm.
And then in London, I think we're going to be doing a hotel because
we'll probably take the Lumo.
If
you haven't checked that video out.
We want to make sure that we are in like the heart of London. And I don't know, we just want to do a hotel there. But I think everything else we're going to try to do Airbnbs. Mm-hmm. And I do like that idea, though, because I wasn't even thinking about that. I was honestly thinking about price, because it's expensive. The fact that you're actually in their home, talking with the people and stuff, I think will be really awesome.
It depends on the Airbnb. Awesome. Sometimes they just leave you alone, it looks like. But I have noticed on the site that someone's like, oh, yes, you share the house with them, pretty much. You just get that room to yourself.
So don't be afraid to rent a car here. However, I will warn you, when you first driving on the other side of the road, it is a bit, off-putting. You're like, oh my, am I going the right way? And then when you hit your first roundabout,
it's gonna be so confusing.
Good luck, my friends. Good luck. But don't be scared to drive, because you want to drive throughout this country. And if you are going to be driving, I do recommend getting the GPS for you, because when you're driving the other side of the road, you're going to be so concentrated on that sometimes you'll miss the turnoffs and stuff. And with all the roundabouts and everything, GPS just a lot easier to deal with. I'll just tell you that one right now. Another thing that kind of deals with that other side of the road driving is don't forget to look right when you cross the street. Look, they're driving on the left side of the road, so the cars come from the right, not the left. And I can't tell you, I've been in York, I've been here in London, I've been in Cambridge, Brighton, throughout most of the districts around this country, and tourists from everywhere in Europe and everywhere around in the US, they come walking in and they look left, and the car is coming this way, and it's like, beep, beep, oh my God. And you have that almost death-defying or death-inducing moment.
I don't know why that's always an issue.
Don't forget to look right when you cross the street. Remember, it's right, left, right, because the cars are coming from that way, because they drive on the left-hand left-hand side. So please don't get killed, okay? So don't forget to look right.
It's actually something your dad said.
Yeah.
Because they went to London a couple years ago, and that was one of the things that they had noticed.
Yeah.
Like, again,
my mom has been there several times, so she saved his life several times. We're like, don't walk yet. They're coming over.
The other thing I would be worried about with driving a roundabout, if you accidentally enter the wrong way or something, you probably won't get into a wreck. I feel like everyone's gonna slam on the brakes and stuff, but I feel like you're just gonna get the wrath of the British. Because I've seen some of those compilation videos where British road rage driving. Oh my gosh, it's another level. And I would hate to be like, I'm an American, I don't know what I'm doing.
Now, the sixth don't we have for you is don't think that London is England. London is a great city. It's an international city. But it's not all what England is. It's like saying, I went to New York, so I saw America. No, it's not like that. Or I went to Berlin and I saw true Germany. No. Berlin, New York, London, they're very cosmopolitan cities with people from all over, and it's just such a cool melting pot that London isn't just England. There's so much more to see out there, so definitely get out and explore the countryside, because I'm serious, you go to York, you'll fall in love. You go to the beach by Brighton, or see the cliffs of Dover, or go to, go to Cheshire and all the kinds of cool places. You're going to have a great time, but realize that, look, England is not just London. Get out and explore this country. And kind of also going with that, remember, England is not Britain. They're two different kind of things. Britain makes up, Scotland, Wales, England all together. So if you see people that are English, they're different than British overall. A Scotsman will be upset if you call them an Englishman, but will be probably okay if you say they're British. All right, so just know that one. Don't mess up the British English with people around here. Okay.
So yeah, the London thing is, so many of you guys are like, yeah, don't just stay in London. That was my plan from the beginning. I don't really want to be in London too long. My brother, who's been there, is like, oh, you're gonna fall in love with the city. We gotta spend more days there.
A city boy though.
And I'm just like, even if I love London and there's so much history,
see the country.
That's not this visit. This visit is to try to see England and Scotland maybe Wales, just whatever we can see.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be stuck in just one city or one place for the whole trip. It's only 2 weeks, and already we're probably cramming in too much. And I think we've kind of determined that we're only probably gonna be able to hit 5 places, and actually be able to stay in that area. So we'll see. But yeah, anyway.
Now the 7th thing I want to say: don't forget your P's and Q's, i.e., don't forget your politeness and knowing how to stand in the queue here, because people in England are extremely polite, sometimes to a fault. Like, I feel like I've said sorry enough, but I feel like I need to say sorry more. And you'll get sorries if someone bumps into you and stuff. They'll say sorry, excuse me. You need to do the same thing. So when you come here, make sure you do bring your manners. That's why we all wish, I wish my boys could grow up to be an English gentleman. Now, not everywhere are they English gentlemen. I mean, go to a pub late at night with beers going around, you'll be like, what? There's no English gentleman here. Yeah, there is that. But in general, manners are a very important thing here, so make sure you don't forget your manners. But also, don't queue jump, i.e. don't butt in line. They do not like that here. They are very much, we have our line, you stay in your line, you do not mess with the line. So get to the end of the line. So just know that.
Oh, actually, I thought that was a garbage bin.
No, I think I remember they're red over there. Like, in our country, they're blue. And they're very different shaped. But yeah, I'm pretty sure those are for mail.
It looks just like for trash. It's round and circular. It's for trash.
Yeah. Don't do that.
That's one thing I see that most of the tourists where people get upset is the line butting and
still
stuff.
Have those?
You know,
they say they're for phone calls.
I know. But, like, all of our payphones or whatever have been, like, done away with now.
That's not true. There's still some. There's not many, but there are some.
Germany, it's like a mad rush for a door or something like that. Here, we'll wait in line. It'll be fine. Let the people come out of the tube. We'll go into the tube. Let people get out of the train. Let people get in the train. So you do have that. So don't forget your manners, okay? Your P's and Q's, don't forget those. And the 8th thing you don't want to forget when you come here is a raincoat. Now, I've been here and I've been very lucky. This is my 4th day here, and there's still no rain. So yes, it does happen that it doesn't rain here. It's not like it rains every day in England, okay? But I will say, if you are gonna come here, even in the summer, bring a light waterproof jacket, but more importantly, bring waterproof shoes, because that's where you're really gonna get wet, because you can buy an umbrella for like £5, £10, no problem. So, but just don't forget that waterproof jacket, because you will eventually need it, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been very lucky this time, but I've been coming here for 20 years, and this is probably the 2nd time I've actually had like nice weather the whole time. So it's awesome when you have it, but it doesn't always happen.
Right.
And the 9th don't I have for you is don't forget to go to the pub. This is definitely a pub culture place. Go and have your pint, enjoy the talking, the people, all kinds of stuff, and you will enjoy it. So I hope that helps you know what don't to do when you are here in England. If you want to learn more, 5 things you love and hate about London, 10 things that'll shock you about England, check us out on our website at waltersworld.com.
Well, that was very helpful, actually.
Yeah, some of it obviously we knew, like people have been warning us and telling us about. The queue thing I would not have guessed.
Oh, standing in line?
Yeah, most of the time, like, I don't cut in line.
No.
But
I can understand, like, everyone's trying to get into a bus or something. I can understand, it's like, we'll have our turn. Don't, like, try to rush in right away.
Well, the thing is, I'm a fast walker, so yeah, a lot of times I will, like, kind of walk fast.
And not realize it?
No, I purposely do. I purposely walk fast to get in front of people.
Makes it really hard to follow him
I wouldn't say it's cutting in line, but, like, if I was to try to get on a train, I would, like, want to be one of the first ones in, so I would, like, walk really...
You gotta wait for me. I'm short and not fast.
Obviously, we weren't planning on staying in London the whole time. We did
already have the idea of going to a pub. Even though we don't drink, we are definitely going to a pub. We might have a drink, I don't know. But that just seems like the experience for London, UK, England.
I'm kind of curious how fast, probably going to be really fast, but how fast it's going to take for someone, like, as soon as we talk, is it going to be like, oh yeah, you're not English? Probably, because we don't have an English accent whatsoever.
Well, yeah, I think they'll know right away we're American. I'm planning on bringing my big old cowboy hat.
Well, I hope if we just, like, wear, like, a American flag tuxedo. So anyway, guys, that was the don'ts of England from Walters. It sounds like he has a good amount of experience.
Yeah.
I really like how he does his videos.
That's encouraging. He said the thing about the driving, because we really want to be able to drive there, so it's not that big of a deal.
A lot of people have been saying that, and I've just been still nervous. It's like, ugh. But if it's really not too bad, and it is cheaper. I don't know if it is cheaper, but we'll check it out.
Seems cheaper from what I've looked into so far.
Anyway, guys.
Especially if we're going around the country.
Comment down below what your don'ts are. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, this is just for England. We are going into Scotland. So maybe tell us, I guess the main...
Are there some don'ts for Scotland?
I guess the main don't is don't call him an Englishman.
Oh, yes.
And he even mentioned that. So,
yeah.
Anyway, guys, just comment down below. Let us know what you thought. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And hopefully we'll catch you guys there in June.